Most of us know Masha and the bear, but there's a real bloody tragic story behind this sad story. I'll shock you eventually. The real story behind Masha and the bear. Masha and the bear are cartoons that started in Russia in 2009, and it was in Russian only, but by the time, the cartoons were translated into 42 languages, and it's inspired by a true story that happened to a girl named Masha, who had a tragic ending. The story goes back to 1820 in Russia. There was a little girl named Masha who lived with her parents in a simple village. One day they organized in the village where Masha lived. So Masha asked her parents to take her to the circus in order to watch the most famous part of the circus, a black bear named Anatoly. They did go to the show, but that day, the bear wasn't in the show. Masha grieved because her only wish was to watch that bear. So she came out of the tent with the circus and headed towards the bear who was in the poor girl's iron cage. She thought the bear was a pet, and she decided to open the cage and play with him. So I looked at the keys, and I found them, and I opened the cage, and here the bear attacked the girl, and it killed her. The circus officials heard the bear's voice from afar, and people came out of the tent and saw the bear joking at the girl. And this is where the guard stood in front of the bear and used a sharp tool to keep the bear away from the pinto. After this incident, the Masha story spread to warn their children about the bears and teach them that the bear is a dangerous animal and a predator. Years later, the story changed and turned into a funny tale for children. And that was the story of Masha and the bear.